Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We are from the Student of English Education Department at University of Singapore Bangsa Karawang. We are from C class. My name is Zainal Abidin.
And my name is Iman Gunawan.
And my name is Iman Nugroho. And in this time, we would like to interview the foreigners or the tourists to fulfill the assignment of CCU,
Cross-cultural understanding.
And yeah, that's all
Here
for
we go.
us. Here we go. We're going to find the foreigners. My name is Enrique. I'm from Mexico.
Wow. That's so far from here. How long have you been here?
In Indonesia, we have been here for 4 months.
Wow, that's such a long time.
Yeah.
Terus ini jangan ditutup speakernya.
You very first time in Indonesia? Yes.
Very first time in Indonesia. What kind of activity that what kind of activity are you order?
Here, it's like what are you doing, guys, in your country if you have a free time? If you have a holidays. We actually want to talk. We also try to ask about the culture in Indonesia. I mean, your activities in your country and compared to Indonesia, we just want to know. So, what are you doing when you have a free time, guys, in your country, especially for you in Mexico? Okay, in Mexico, the traditional. When people have free time, the custom is to either go out with friends or just study different. Yes, In Mexico, kind of like the traditional things that we do is we have personal dances, we have
that kind of stuff. So it's kind of like the same in Indonesia.
In Indonesia. Another question.
What kind of value do people have in your country?
What kind of
value?
I mean, like honesty or politeness or directness.
What people in your country value most?
In Mexico, people value most respect.
Respect
Yeah.
each
to one
other.
another, right?
Yeah,
Because that's
people really have a kind of like a sense of property.
sense of property.
So if you are able to respect the things that belong to other people, then you can have a really nice time with Mexican people.
The good thing in life in the society is being respectful toward the others. Right?
Exactly.
And how about in Japan?
How about in Japan? Can you tell us a little bit from Japan?
日本ではなんか一番有名な教科例えば人を守りとか人を手伝いとかそういうこと
Oh, okay, it's okay.
It's okay, but we have a little bit about Japanese cultures. Yeah, Japanese is very polite. They are very hardworking.
Yeah, they really like to work hard with one another.
And they're also very polite. Especially
And because I love Japan so much, I want to ask you about something like in friendship. Is there any habits or culture in friendship that Japanese do have usually, such as culture of shaking hand or going or something or hanging out when hanging out?
友達としてなんかハグするときとかそういう 文化がある。
And maybe for Mexico, kind of value that you.
For example, in Japan, it's cultural that people don't usually touch each other.
Oh,
They just bow, kind of like in
Like the greeting with just
in
with his
greeting
hand.
just with the hands. In Mexico, it's the
contradictions with
contradiction to
Japanese.
Japanese culture. In Mexico, we like to shake hands, we
to
like
shake
to hug
hands.
people,
Actually,
we even have a handshakes,
Handshake.
or we greet each other by kissing in the cheek.
Oh, okay.
So it's a lot
It's
more.
like the same with Indonesia. We always put out the hand and also do the like greeting with like hug each other.
Exactly.
And the next question.
And I also want to ask about the habit or culture of Mexican in their family, such as like, for example, compare in Indonesia, the children is usually shake hand like this to their parent before they go to school. Is there any cultural habit that Mexicans?
There's not kind of a costume in order to do that. We just kind of say, I'm going to the school. Well, have a nice day. That kind of stuff. But for example, if we could talk about the culture of the family in Mexico, Mexican families are really large families. Usually in one house
There's a lot
lives
of
the
members of the
grandpas,
family.
the father, the kids, the aunts. Almost all of the family lives in one house.
Like one house.
So that's kind of like the interesting culture in
And
Mexico.
because it is first time for you visited Indonesia, so what is your first impression about
Indonesia.
society about Indonesia?
Indonesian people are really sincere. They really like to look at foreign people and really like to, hey, are you okay? Do you need help with anything?
Encourage the foreign.
For example, we live nearby Bandung, and the people that are in our course, they usually talk to us, give us a little presents in order so that we can get used to being in Indonesia.
So what are you doing in Indonesia? Are you on vacation or
We are studying
You're
Bahasa
studying.
Indonesia.
Bahasa Indonesia.
Sedikit bisa
Bisa, oh my god.
In what university?
Universitas Padjadjaran.
Pajajaran Bandung, which is
Bandung.
Bandung. And how long have you been in Jakarta?
For Jakarta, we've been here for 2 days.
For 2 days.
Yeah, we went to Bogor in order to look at the parks, and then we're
Sorry,
going
I
back to the city.
Yeah. And the next question. No, and the next question will be related to the education. So I would like to know, what do you think of educational system in
Indonesia.
Mexico? No, in Mexico.
Okay.
What kind of the characteristic of educational system in Mexico?
You can mention
Please perhaps tell us a little bit.
In Mexico, well, it's kind of like the same here. We have elementary school, middle school, high school, and university. So it's kind of like the same everywhere. If I could name one thing that's a little bit different from Indonesia, would be that in Mexico, sometimes the teachers don't go to the school. They just leave you with the work, and they make you think about it. They make you get together with a group, and then you have to solve the problem that the teacher gives you.
So,
And sorry,
it's like
excuse me. In Indonesia, cheating is often happen. So how about in Mexico? Is children often do cheating in the class?
cheat habit.
Cheat habit.
Is there any big consequence if
all
students have cheat?
are all students mostly is honesty?
Honestly,
can you
yeah.
tell me?
In Mexico, since we're children, we're taught that if you cheat, you're going to get a reprimand. And in my case, well, in the schools that I have studied, if anything like that happens, that person is expelled from the school. So they have kind of really strict rules about it. And it depends on the people. Since we're children, we're taught we should not do it, but there are people who do it, there are people who don't do it.
So
It
how
depends.
about the relationship between the student and the teachers in Mexico? Are they close enough towards each other, or is there any other characteristic?
Not
between
really.
them?
For example,
Really?
what I have seen in Indonesia is
Indonesia?
that kids usually kiss the hand of the
Kiss
teacher
hand of the
or
teacher.
have that kind of relationship. In Mexico, it's more
They-
separated.
They like take apart.
Yeah, we just have respect towards the teacher, but we don't have that kind of closeness to it.
And the next question will be about the stereotype. But as we know, that stereotype is when someone put label on something. So what do people from other country think about your country?
What the people,
The stereotype of other people
for
towards your
example,
country, for example.
the stereotype towards Mexican people is that we only eat tacos.
Only
we
tacos. Yeah,
we
tacos
live in
is-
the desert with no balls, and
yeah.
we have big hats.
It's a big hat.
But as you can see, I don't have
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
because that is one of the cultures of Mexico, especially tacos. Because tacos is one of the most popular food from Mexico, so people
Exactly.
always assume that Mexican usually eat tacos.
Uh-huh.
That's not really true, right? Like,
Just a little bit.
It's a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit. It's like that.
Yeah.
Is there any other question? So I think that's all for us. So thank you so much. So sorry for bothering you. Really,
Yeah,
really
no problem.
appreciate for your time.
Really.
Yes, yeah. Okay, thank you so much.
I can tell you. Have a nice day.
Have a nice
Arigato
day.
gozaimasu.
I hope you enjoy Indonesia.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
you.
Thank you so much.